Going on Blitz Talk TV, man. Let's get straight to it, man. It's the NFL 2026 2027 free agency special, man. We gonna get straight to it, man. Huge trade, blockbuster, big time trade.
It was a
McDuffie,
robbery. It was a robbery.
McDuffie is now a Ram. The first trade is McDuffie is a Ram. The first trade out the gate. Like right out the gate.
They fleeced. They fleeced, bro.
Let's talk. We're gonna break down the full trade first. Rams get all pro corner. To me, top no less than maybe 3 or 4 corner in Trent McDuffie for the 29th overall pick, the 5th and 6th round pick of this draft, and the 3rd round pick of next year's draft.
They fleeced, bro.
Let me be real clear about this, man. Because I'm going to give grades right out the gate. Chiefs is an F. Why in the world are you trading your best defensive player? Patrick Mahomes is on the mend. Andy Reid may not be coming back to this team after next year. And you start with trading your best defensive player. Because guess what? I don't think you got enough. I don't think you got enough. Not for
Surely
a player
don't.
that good.
Surely
Not for a
don't.
player that good. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was not enough. Absolutely not. Let's even just go back to the Jalen Ramsey trade. Let's just go back to that. Do you remember that trade really off the top of your head? Do you even? I want you to try to guess. And I'm talking about when he went to the Rams.
Oh, it was pivotal. That was a very pivotal trade. Like the
Do
repercussions
you
of
remember
that.
what they traded for him though the first time? Because once again the Rams are aggressive, so I'm not surprised the Rams did this. But do you know what they traded for Jalen Ramsey at the time?
Oh, nah, remind me.
2 first round picks
Mm-hmm.
and a 4th. They got 2 first round picks. The Jags got 2 first round picks.
Now, I will say, Jalen Ramsey was on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He's going to
But
the
at
Hall of
the
Fame.
time, he remember this was not like the peak of it. This is when the Jags and Ramsey were starting to fall out. Ramsey wasn't looking the greatest at the time. This wasn't the same Ramsey at that time. Not that he
Oh,
had fallen off as a player, but he was not looked at in the same way 2 years prior to that. This was now the Jags have struggled. Ramsey's pouting. It's a little different. McDuffie ain't shown no signs of that.
oh.
McDuffie, if we're just being honest about it, has been a top 3 corner the past 3 to 4 years.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm just saying in terms of, and especially because McDuffie is younger, like still on.
That's
He
the
has one
thing.
more
He's
year on
not
his rookie
even
deal. He has
he
one more
he
year.
he is not even at the age to be trading him right now. You cannot trade McDuffie right now if you're the Chiefs. He is a young cornerstone piece of your defense.
Yep, already all pro. You should have gotten at least 2 first rounds, if
It
not a
should have been
first and second in the same draft.
if I'm trading McDuffie, first of all, the pick needs to be higher than 15. Don't give me they're getting the 29th overall pick
Basically a second round pick.
in the draft that to me is not great. You don't know what Mahomes is about to look like. You may be in complete rebuild very soon. Because you don't know what Mahomes is about to look like. You may not have Andy Reid soon. I get you're trying to get younger, you're trying to get draft picks, but McDuffie's still young. That's not the person I would have traded. The person I'm trading is Chris Jones. If anything, he's older. You could have got something for Chris Jones. There's a contender out there who needs an interior defensive player like Chris Jones that would have still probably gave them like a second and some picks. But you trade Trent McDuffie? F. Just F.
Cornerstone corner.
You don't trade players like Trent McDuffie. You just don't do that. Because your defense already wasn't looking great. And now you just traded the one guy Because you just let Snead go not that long ago. Now your back end of your defense is even worse. And don't give me some, oh, they can replace him in the draft. That's not what they should be thinking about right now. You have a possibly GOAT level quarterback. You have possibly a GOAT level quarterback. And you're sitting here and you're like saying, oh, we got some picks. Who cares right now? I don't care about the Chiefs getting picks right now if it meant you give up Trent McDuffie. That should have never been an option. McDuffie shouldn't have even been like when the Rams called, they should have said click. Like that shouldn't have even been a discussion. There are 3 players on that team right now I'm not trading. It would have been McDuffie. It would have been gosh, who's the offensive lineman's name? It just escaped me.
Creed Humphrey.
Creed Humphrey. I'm not trading him because he's a cornerstone guy on the offensive line and still very productive. And I'm not trading Mahomes. Those 3 guys are going into my future. I really wouldn't have traded Joe Thuney either. I didn't like that move either, but either way, we can let that go because it already happened. But I would have even thought about trading Rashee Rice or Worthy before I would have traded McDuffie. Like I think McDuffie is literally at some point. Well, obviously he can't be number 1 because Surtain's there, but he could have been in 2-3 conversation for corners. Like he locks down one guy on the field at least. So I hate the move. I don't know. Like the pick's not even all that good. You're getting a late first round pick. The Rams are going to be a good team. So all these picks you're getting are going to be late round picks.
They fleece.
They're going to have to hit on every single pick at like an A+ level. And McDuffie was an all-pro very early in his career, so whoever they get's got to be an all-pro very early. Because McDuffie's going up. He's not going down. Once again, when Ramsey got traded, he was pouting. It wasn't looking all that great in Jacksonville. He looked unmotivated. He had just gotten hurt. Like, I understood why Jacksonville did that because you can't have players in your locker room pouting. I understand that. What did McDuffie do to get traded? That's what I want to know. Because this just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's got to be something else going behind the scenes. And also looking at Patrick Mahomes' reaction to this trade, I can't imagine this is what you do if you want to keep your $500 million asset happy. This is not indicative of a team that has the recent success that the Chiefs have had. So it has to be something else going on. I'm thinking
that they're out. I think they may see Patrick Mahomes' rehab time. They're maybe hearing that Andy Reid may not be coming back, and they're saying, we got to think about the future. We need to think post Patrick Mahomes. That's what this trade tells me. Because to me, you don't trade Trent McDuffie unless you're thinking about past Patrick Mahomes. Because to me, Trent McDuffie is a part of the Super Bowl core. And to me, with Patrick Mahomes, you always have a chance to win a Super Bowl. He showed you that literally for a 5-year stretch when he made all these AFC championships and dragged that carcass of a team to get beat up by the Eagles not that long ago. So, once again, I hate this trade. I absolutely hate it. But now it's time to talk about the Rams, who just came up.
And let me tell you, yeah, we do have to talk about the Rams. Let me add this. They still have a first-round pick. They still have a first.
That's the part I don't.
They
understand
still have
either.
a first-round pick.
I don't understand that. How do you not get the better of the picks
from the stupid ass Falcons, bro? Like, what are we doing here? Why are we making the Rams better?
Get the better of the first-round picks.
Why are we making the Rams better? What's going on here? What are we doing?
I don't understand how you don't get the better of the 2 first-round picks they have. You're telling me that they wouldn't have gave you that? There's no way. There's no way that they would have just said, I don't want to give you guys a pick that's 14 spots. They wouldn't have cared. The Rams have been known to be aggressive. They do this almost every single. Think about this. Goff had just made a Super Bowl. They said that's not good enough and traded him to the Lions for Stafford a year right after that. This is a very aggressive franchise. They would have given them the higher pick. There's no way they wouldn't have done that. If they were prepared to trade a first round pick, they would have given them the other pick. I don't understand this trade. I just don't. Like, once again, we're not trying to overstate McDuffie, but this would be like if the Texans traded Stingley for a first round pick and some late round picks after that. Like, what would be the point of that exactly for the Texans to do that? There's nothing in the draft to me this year that's going to give you the production of the next 3 years that McDuffie's going to give you. I just don't believe it. Even Downs, as good as I think Downs is going to be, he's not going to be McDuffie in the first 3 years like how McDuffie's been. McDuffie was basically an all-pro by year 2 or 3.
And also with Downs being a safety, it's not.
Yeah, that's not even really the same thing. But I'm just throwing a.
It's not even the same impact.
Yeah. I'm just
if that is what they're going for, I don't see it. I just don't. I don't see the logic in this from the Chiefs. The Rams, though,
that just made me even madder, really, because you brought that up. They didn't even get the better of the 2 first-round picks. The Rams can still have a good player. They're still gonna get a good player in the draft.
A really good player.
It's insane that they did not get a better. Like, this is insane, bro.
This draft is very top heavy. Very, very top heavy.
And when I say, when you said top heavy, I'm gonna make it. You're only gonna find probably 10 all-pro level players in this draft. It may be some guys in the later rounds that break out. I don't see it so far. We will talk about it in the draft special a little bit more. You better have a top 10 pick this year. I'm just gonna say that. You better have a top 10 pick. I think it is deep in other positions, but if you want like a immediate all-pro level player, that's within the first 10 to 12 picks. I don't think it's that deep as far as that's concerned. But
and it's maybe like 2 generational type players that's in this draft. That's one thing I will say compared to last draft. Last draft, I don't think it was anybody really generational, but this one, it's very top heavy.
Let me just say this for the Rams, man. Oh man, yeah. To me, one of their biggest holes was corner. That was literally one of the biggest holes.
Oh, they fixed it, and boy, did they fix it.
They literally fixed the one thing I thought they had a problem with. They're solid at safety. They're atrocious at corner.
Well, I won't say atrocious, but
they were atrocious really in the playoffs. It wasn't a general, but they were atrocious at corner in the playoffs because no. But once again, if you got McDuffie against JSN instead of Emmanuel Forbes, now you're in better shape. I don't think you're still gonna, you're not stopping JSN, but you're at least maybe playing it to a stalemate. Maybe Puka can at least match JSN now, so JSN just going for 150 and 3 catches and stuff like he's gonna do on all those other corners. McDuffie's at least gonna make it tough for him, So I think that was probably the intent of the move because he's probably looking at Seattle and saying, "I'm gonna have to do something about that JSN kid. I gotta get someone that could cover him 1-on-1." And he went and got as good of a person as he's gonna get in the market right now. Because we know Denver's not trading Surtain. The Texans ain't trading Stingley. I'm just trying to figure out how this conversation even happens. How do you get on the phone and say, "Cheese, is McDuffie available?" I don't even know how that happens. So that makes me think they were shopping McDuffie. So I'm even more shocked at that.
Well, possibly, but kind of like how you said, the Chiefs have done this before, and I'm not even going to doubt their
this is the same
scouting.
Team that
I'm not gonna
Tyreek Hill in their prime, so we do have to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna doubt their ability to scout a new corner because they just did this with L'Jarius Sneed. But for some reason, when it comes to their top corners getting out of their rookie deals, they just choose to trade them away.
They don't pay people. Period. They let Tyreek walk too. And
and the thing is, like, they're in a money crunch. If we're being honest, in the next 2 years,
that Mahomes contract
the next 2 years is about to be hell. It's about to be hell.
That Mahomes contract continues to be reworked, so I think they'll be fine there. Well, I don't
kicking the can down the road, man.
But here's what I don't love about it. Travis Kelce's also a free agent. Chris Jones is nearing the end of his career.
Oh no, listen,
This run now is over.
that's not even the half. You also have Watson, you have Chenal, you have Cook and Pacheco, all becoming free agents next week.
But here's my thing. You think they think these picks is enough? If you trade McDuffie, you need to be getting a Ramsey level package, which is multiple first round picks and a second, where you can get like 2 high level players right now. They might not even get a high level player in this draft at the 30th pick. They might not. Now, maybe there's someone they like. Once again, I will give the Chiefs the benefit of the doubt in this part. They have been really good at drafting over the last 3 to 5 years. I will say that. They've got a lot of gems in certain places. But once again, Rashee Rice, that whole situation with him, that don't look great. Worthy, he might be a one-trick pony. You got to replace Travis Kelce. Your O-line's getting up there in age. Mahomes is coming off a major injury. Pacheco's walking out the door. You just traded your best corner. Andy Reid may be gone next year. As a Broncos fan, I'm not going to sit here and wish on the downfall. I'm not here for that. But it looks like this potentially could be the end of the Chiefs. It looks like it could be. And I'm not trying to do this as a hot take, but man, listen.
I'm about to say I don't think that's too far of a overreaction.
Mahomes is still a question mark. You don't know what he's going to look like. He's in his 30s.
That's true.
He's coming off of a major knee injury, and he's in his 30s.
But we have to remember the age of the quarterback is extended now because of the protections that they have nowadays. We also have to
look at the fact that now he's coming back to a worse situation. This is not gonna get better by next year. Especially if he doesn't come back. If he comes back this year, it's definitely not gonna be better. But I don't think this is a one all season turnaround now, because they're gonna lose even more people. Kelsey's about to be gone.
That's gonna hurt.
Chris Jones is about to be gone. We don't know what Rashee Rice's situation is going to be when the league gets involved with that. Pacheco might be gone. Their offensive line still has holes. It wasn't great last year. Excuse me. You just now lost McDuffie. You might lose Watson. They have a lot of holes now. And you talking about you got 4 picks to think you're going to fill them up? One of them next year? No. And this is not the draft to be filling a lot of holes right now. I hate this trade. What's lower than that?
Hey man, but we do have to talk about the Rams' possible.
I almost want to bring out the list of Jericho, but they're not even worth it at this point. Let me just move on. You go ahead to the Rams. What are you about to say about the Rams?
Oh, I was about to say, man, we got to talk about their defensive depth chart right now. It's looking crazy.
Hey, listen, I'm letting you know
because now Darius Williams doesn't have to be the number 1 corner anymore, and he's already pretty solid.
Let's talk TV. We have now breaking news. Relic, we have to absolutely stop what we're doing because we have this is actually breaking.
Are we going off script? Let's go.
Script. We are going off script. I need to confirm that this is real because I really hope it's not. But I think this is real. Hold on a second. BlitzTalkTV. I don't know how much in real time this is happening, but
I'm excited. Hold on. Is this something I should be excited about, or I don't know? You kind of scaring me, bro.
Hold on 1 second. I need to make sure this is real or not.
Well, while you doing that, I could go back and talk about this Rams defense because they weren't a bad defense. You know, they were actually a top half, pretty good defense for most of the season last year. I mean, of course, in the playoffs, kind of broke down, but at the same time, Clint Kubiak, being the offensive genius that he is, you know, he ended up having his way with that defense at the same time. You know, and also the Rams offense, they did work on the Seahawks top 3 defense. So, I mean, man, this team is they're looking prime for another Super Bowl run. And this would be 3 NFC championships within the past 6 years I don't know, man. I'm liking what I see. Jared Verse, Trent McDuffie, Cam Curl, uh, Cameron Kinchins. It's a lot of man. It's a lot of good pieces on this defense.
Okay,
But
I had to hit Grok real fast. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to confirm something. I thought I
uh
saw
oh,
something.
hey
Okay,
man,
but
you know Gronk be lying, man.
nah, but it hadn't been confirmed. But we're gonna talk about some other rumors that are going on. But I thought I had some breaking news blitz talk. I apologize. But either way, let's talk about the Rams part of it, man. I had to bash the Chiefs so much we didn't really get into the Rams side of it. Here's the Rams side of it for real though. I expect them if they have a healthy Matthew Stafford and a healthy Puka and a healthy Devontae Adams and a healthy Kyron Williams to be okay on offense. I'm not concerned about that.
Oh, and Devontae, another year to get comfortable in that system.
Exactly. And I don't think he's getting old for anyone who thinks he is. That defense, though, now with McDuffie, that makes that front seven even better. Brian Young, Sneed, I said Sneed, Verse, sorry. Verse, Young, that's a young front seven that's very good that now has a corner who's going to make it that the first target is not going to always be open. Trent McDuffie is perfect for what the Rams want to do. And the Rams should be now. Seattle has a lot of cap space, so we're going to see what they do. They, they
It's
let
crazy.
they let Kenneth Walker walk. I don't love that, especially with Jack Charbonnet on the men. So we'll see what they do about the running back situation. If I'm picking today, the Rams should be the favorite to win the Super Bowl, in my opinion,
I don't blame you. I
because
I
that was the
don't.
one thing that they didn't have. They didn't have any corners that could cover anybody to me at a high level. Now, if it's JSN McDuffie, I'm still picking JSN, but he might hold JSN to like 60, 70 yards. It might be not 100. He might be able to hold him in the game that really matters to like 70, 80 yards, which might be the difference. That literally might be the difference. That we didn't let JSN go off the day, so we won the game. It could literally be that in a game like this. In a game of football, it could literally be something as small as that. We didn't let JSN go off the day, and Sam Darnold couldn't find anybody else all day because the pass rush started to get to him because he couldn't just hit JSN the second he thought he was open. It could be a little small thing like that. And I know Sean McVay and Kroenke, they looked at the chessboard and they said, what's the best move we can make? If McDuffie was on the board, you do it and you don't even hesitate. You don't even hesitate. Who cares about the picks? Who cares? When it comes to the Rams, who cares? You have a small window to win, you go for it. And that's what they did. I love this move for the
This is
Rams.
crazy.
This move is an A plus because who cares about late round picks when you literally have Matthew Stafford in the later years of his career. You tell Matthew Stafford, we're going to make every single move possible to extend your career and life in the NFL. And that's what they're doing with this move. Because now they're revamped and ready to go. That's all I have to say. Really, any final thoughts?
I mean, man, that division has three teams that can challenge for a deep playoff run.
We'll see
And
what ends up with the 49ers because I ain't
and
liking the
shoot,
rumors I'm hearing with the 49ers about what they're about to do. But we'll see.
and with the 49ers, I mean, health is their biggest enemy. It's just whoever their strength and conditioning coach is, count your days. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. They got a lot of people coming back from major injuries.
But
And Jawan Jennings is a free agent. They got a couple of free agents too. So um, yeah, we'll see what happens. But the best two teams in the NFC are still the Seahawks and the Rams. That's two of the best two. That's the best two teams. Everybody is now fighting to try to beat one of those two teams.
oh, agreed.
And I think to me, the gap between the Seahawks and Rams have now went from a small gap to I'm kind of leaping because McDuffie can make a play that changes the game for sure. So I like that move.
They're very evenly like comparable teams,
Well, the Rams are the
especially.
only people who all year were really consistently scoring at a high level on the Seahawks, scoring 30-something points. So, like I said, I think Puka is probably one of the three most unguardable players in the NFL. Devontae is gonna cook your second corner. They have solid tight ends. They're willing to run the ball. They have a solid offensive line. They got a quarterback who makes no look passes whenever he feels like it. Like once again, offensively they're scary. And at the end of the day, Sean McVay calling the plays, he's gonna be ready. He probably got pissed off that McDonald did that to him. Like he's gonna be remotivated. They know they have to beat the Seahawks now. They know that. They know they have to go beat the Seahawks. So this move helps them for sure because they're looking at JSN like we can't go out there with the same corners again. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We need a shutdown guy that can give JSN some problems. McDuffie will give JSN a little bit of problem. Not a
He
lot,
sure
but a
will.
little bit of problems. And that might be all it takes. They probably looking at it and saying, hey, we got to deal with JSN twice a year. So we need a better corner than what we got. And we can't double them because that messes up coverage. So, you know, I love the
It was a
move.
perfect move.
A
Perfect move for the
plus. It's an A
Rams.
plus for me, man. A plus for the Rams. A plus. I love the move. I didn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, that's insane. I didn't believe it. That was insane. But that's my thoughts on it. Really, what you got?
I mean, that's it, man. I feel like we hit all bases.
I almost brought out the list of Jericho for you, Chiefs. You got spared. Just believe that. You got spared because I wanted to bring it
Don't
up.
do it to him, Bloodbath. Don't do it to
Oh,
him.
this man, listen, man. This trade's bad, man. Someone go hug a Chiefs fan right now, man. Someone go hug a Chiefs fan, man. It's not looking good for them right now. I ain't gonna front. I just don't. I ain't gonna front. It's not looking good, man. It ain't looking good. Someone go hug Patrick Mahomes, man. But BlitzTalk TV, y'all let us know what y'all thought of the Trent McDuffie trade, man. Crazy, crazy trade to start out, man. Crazy, crazy trade. We gonna see what other crazy trades end up happening.
Oh, it's not done.
Yeah,
I feel like we're about to get an action-packed offseason,
I
to
don't
be
think
honest.
I don't think we're done at all. This is gonna be an insane free agency, man. Make sure y'all ready for it, man. BlitzTalk TV. That was a Trent McDuffie trade.